We'll be back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for New Orleans, they've had some issues through the first half of the season and have slipped a few spots in the Western Conference standings from where we saw them last season. Into 10th place, as a matter of fact. I like the battle of the backcourts here, Kenny. You were in plenty of these alongside Vernon Maxwell.
Those were the days. You know, we always felt we had an athletic advantage against most of the guards that we were playing against. And we also thought that it was difficult to guard us because we not only shot threes, but we went to the basket. The other thing that we thought, you know what, before I even go on, I'll let Shaq go, because Vernon Maxwell, I'll tell you what, was one tough son of a gun.
And with all the switching out, guys don't technically go head-to-head as much as they used to. Actually be a battle of who wins the mismatches.
Oh, very good point. Thank you, Shaq. The game just about ready to get underway, and we'll see you later.
See you later.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball, right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, "I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion." Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ingram.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Patrick Beverley. Ivica Zubac is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Right side Favors. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
You have to respect Favors. His jumper is lights out.
Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Magic. And George kicks to Beverley. Now the pass to Harrell. Over Holiday. Harrell, that's good. Holiday with it. Ingram outside. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. And so Beverley will bring it up for the Clippers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Now here's Harrell. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shot clock at 6. The high post shot. Pass to Zubac. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
The free throw drops for Zubac. Well, Smitty, as we know, there's talk of playing more regular season games overseas. Good idea, or is the season hard enough as it is?
I like the balance where it is right now, Kevin. A few games you get a chance to go overseas, you know, during the season or preseason, but just add more travel, I don't know if it's a good idea.
George with the ball. Favors picks him up. Beverly the pass to Leonard. Ball with the rebound.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Ingram dishes to Favors. Over George. That one wide left.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hayes is checked in. Now here's Beverly. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Outside Leonard. There's the triple. And the Clippers miss again. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Ball. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
And here is Ball. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. To the wing on the left. Ingram against Leonard. Trying to get something going. And it's Ingram missing. Clippers leading by 6. The shot by George wide open. No good on the 3. Outside Holiday. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Holiday against George. Pass to Zubac. Out to the wing. Here's Harrell. Pelicans with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game planned a great strategy to take advantage of it.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
Both good from the line that time.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Now here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. George, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Jackson, he's checked in for George. On defense, the Clippers. And Holiday kicks to Williamson. Shoots over Zubac. And it's Williamson missing. LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Leonard attacking, shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
The aggressive approach. Leonard pushing the action, rewarded with the foul call.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
And he can't get the first one.
I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball, very sparing with his turnovers.
And the second free throw, good. And for Kawhi, he never seems like he's forcing the issue offensively.
I mean, he has studied the post games of Michael Jordan, and being able to score at all three levels has made the game easy. With his strength and his turnaround jumper, he can get his shot off with ease.
Now here's Ingram. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Utah.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
And you admire that assertive aggression from Williamson. Goes right at you when he's in his comfort zone.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. It's Jackson atop the key. Back to Beverly. He feeds it to Jackson. Passes it to Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. Beverly for 3. The rebound by Holiday.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
I like the setup there by Holiday, a true combo guard. He understands that his playmaking is key to helping this offense run well.
The Pelicans shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. On the free throw, no good.
And you think of the resiliency of New Orleans. It feeds into the ethos of their sports teams, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Certainly the Pelicans have had their challenges too. Injuries, turnover, and leadership. You can't give up, though. I think that's something this organization and the fans can relate to.
Now here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
A decisive finish for Reggie Jackson at the rim.
Beverly against Ball. Holiday up top. And the rejection by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Beverly with the ball. Dishes it to Jackson. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Harrell, the pass to Leonard. Kicks it to Williams. Beyond the arc. Clock at 6. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Williams. And that's now 7 points for Kawhi Leonard. Holiday against Jackson. The pass to Ingram. And here's Hayes. From 8, and that one good.
Terrific use of his body to open up space on the inside.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Ingram, and it's Leonard missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It's Ingram on the wing. To the paint, taken away by Williams. And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break for the finish. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Leonard's got 9 points.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
And Holiday, here we go. Here's Williamson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
Even when plays, Steve, aren't being run for them, certain guys always get a lot of their points on tip-ins and putbacks. They're always right there. Who catches your eye in that category?
Andre Drummond, for sure, Kevin. He's phenomenal on the offensive glass. Rudy Gobert, Al Horford, he gets those timely tip-ins.
He does, you're right.
And look at another guy is Whiteside. When he's engaged, he can. Marvin Bagley is a newer name, and he's fantastic at that as well.
Here's Okafor, following the score by Lou Williams. Okafor, the pass to Reddick. And the Pelicans miss again. Los Angeles leading by 4. Shamet on the wing. And that one hits back iron.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
LA's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Now here's Moore. He's covered by Shamet. Moore passes to Reddick. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
The defense cannot afford to give him an inch that close to the basket because he will burn you every time.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. 4-point game. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th man of the year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
The first free throw is good.
Lou Williams has been a weapon off the bench for so long, and he has won 6th man of the year multiple times.
And Williams drops them both. And for Lou Williams, he is just instant offense when you bring him, Smitty, into the game.
And a lot of that is just his mindset. Lou Williams, once he's checked in, he is attacking at every given opportunity. Not everyone can be successful off the bench, but Lou Williams has made a career of it.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Clippers leading by 4. There's the feed to Morris. Let's go. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And it's Moore penetrating. Green with the block.
One of JaMychal's strengths is his shot blocking. Whether he's down low or on the perimeter, he gets up quickly.
No one near him. And that one's good, Shamet. And the Clippers lead by 6. Well, for New Orleans, shooting the ball to the tune of 41% from the field so far. Moore outside. Pass to Williamson. The shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Shamet. And a miss there on the triple. And here's New Orleans now. Here's Hart, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Shoot two.
And the first one drops.
The Pelicans tried to build a contender around Anthony Davis. They're hoping this go around with Zion Williamson, they'll be able to create a more complete team.
And so he makes both from the line. And Steve, with the Anthony Davis trade completed, a new look for the Pelicans.
Yes, plan A, Kevin, was to make it work with Anthony Davis. Instead, they have acquired a lot of young talent, a ton of it. In time, they'll become a team, in my opinion, to be reckoned with.
Now here's Williams, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Moore with it. He's covered by Shamet. No good from Moore. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Nobody near Williams. Knocks down the three ball. Williams has got 7 points.
Smooth shooting motion from distance. Williams making it look easy.
Williams against Reddick. Passes it to Hart. Moore outside. Williamson dishes to Reddick. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Hart. Great D that time from Green. Clippers leading by 7. Oh, Moore is in position. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Green with the block. Jackson has the open look. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 9. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And here is Los Angeles now. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That will be their second of 6 road games for the team. Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. JaMychal Green is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Williams at the 2. George passes to Williams. In the corner, it's Morris. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Morris has got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. And here's Reddick. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. It's Okafor atop the key. Green with the block. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Williams gets the bucket.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game, taking it up strong inside.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Now here's Williams, guarded closely. Count the basket. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Here's Hart. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Beverly, the pass to Green. Here is Williams. 11 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Poked loose. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Well, you look at Williamson sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
What I appreciate about Harrell is how hard he's worked on his skill set. The jumper, the post moves, and the passing.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Steve, we've heard Commissioner Adam Silver broach the idea of a mid-season tournament. How that would be structured, I don't know. But do you think that could possibly work?
I think it's a possibility, Kevin. One, I think you definitely have to have the season shortened to 75 games, 68 games. I think you have to do it on the back end of the All-Star break because we know so much as far as the calendar. When can you fit this in? Maybe 3 or 4 days after the All-Star game during that week. Expand that time off of maybe 3 or 4 days. It's possible.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Clock at 4 for 3. Ingram
enters the league as a great defender. Now Leonard's an elite defender. Multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards.
Some solid defense from Ingram. Pelicans trail by 17. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Off target with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 13-point game against Utah. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. They need this. No good on that one. Great D that time from Harrell. Clippers leading by 17. And Harrell slams it in.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Well, Ivica Zubac may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
Ball kicks to Ingram. Now the pass to Holiday. Now Hayes. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And his defense was absolutely outstanding, especially his 2 blocks, which helped turn the game.
Now here's Ball. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Los Angeles now. It's been 10 unanswered points. Pass to Zubats. He kicks to George. Over in the corner, Beverly. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Wide open look here for Zubats. Off target from outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one, starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Ball. Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
He doesn't get the second one.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now here's Ingram. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Ball against Beverly. Here's Favors. Nails the baby hook.
And while Favors has developed his outside shot, right there in the paint is his comfort zone.
Here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Zubats. Kicks it to Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hayes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Now here's George following the shot by Drew Holiday. Now here's Zubats, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Shot clock at 5. George, that's a 2-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Hayes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Ingram attacking. The shot is good. It's his 2nd bucket in 5 tries.
The determination of Ingram is simply awesome. I mean, maintaining control on the drive despite the obvious contact.
Clippers leading by 16. Pass to George. Over Holiday. George, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Stolen by Zubats. Leonard, the pass to Beverly. Back to Leonard. And that one drops. Leonard's got 11 points.
This is what you want to do on the offensive end. Get Kawhi looks in the paint. Rely on him to make a play.
Ball against Beverly. Hayes down low. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Patrick Beverly. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-5 run. Ingram with the steal. Outside Holiday. He can't get it to go. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Two.
And he makes the first. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
And both free throws good for Paul George. And here is Ball. He had 10 points in the win against Utah.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Now here's Ball. Holiday with it. Here's Ingram. 5 on the clock. They get it back. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Ball against Jackson. Outside, George. This one for 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And he's missed every single shot he's attempted today, but somehow they're still in the lead.
From down low. Hayes, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Wasted no time on that one. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
Now here is Holiday. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And no good. George with the defensive effort.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And Hayes kicks to Holiday. Over George. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Hayes.
Well, 1 make in 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
And the Clippers have possession. Jackson passes to Zubac. Back to Jackson. And the pass to George. Clippers moving the ball around. Pass to Jackson. From deep. The rebound by Holiday.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
Now, here's George. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Orlando.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
And here's Redick following Marcus Morris's 3. And Redick kicks to Williamson. Inside. Unloads from 9. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's George. That shot off.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Here's Williams. 11 points in the game.
Yo, watch it.
59 seconds left in the first half. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Williams against Redick. And George kicks to Green. The offensive rebound. That's tipped. Moore with the steal. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Williamson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on George.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Shamit's checked in. Good on both. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
I see you.
1 second left.
Good defense from JJ. He competes out there, and that's what you love to see.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Alongside Coach Alvin Gentry. Alvin, what sorts of adjustments are you going to make in the second half?
Well, we just got to get ourselves organized. We got to get back. We got to take better shots. You know, the problem that we have is we're taking bad shots and they're running out on them. We just got to take good shots and we got to get back and get our defense set.
The best defense is offensive efficiency. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys delivered.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Clippers leading by 19. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Well, for New Orleans, shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set, and you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
And the Pelicans under head coach Alvin Gentry, a team that looks to get out and run.
Reason why, GA, he was an assistant under Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix when the pace and space trend was just getting started. Also on the bench for the Warriors, and we know how they like to get up and down. That up-tempo style is what he preaches.
Here's Ball. Paul George making his last shot. Ingram left side. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 18. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Good on the shot. George has got 4 points this quarter.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
Beverly against Ball. Pass to Williamson. Holiday dishes to Williamson. Over Harrell. Buries it from about 10 feet away. And that's 13 points for Zion Williamson.
And what you love about Williamson, he's not just magnetic and entertaining. He's extremely productive.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Beverly, the pass to Harrell. Knocked away. Down low. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Ingram. And the rejection by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Ball against Beverly. Ball kicks to Favors. Baseline J on the way. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Have to be careful when Favors shows you his shooting form. He is very effective at drawing contact with his pump fake.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one misses. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Passes to Leonard. Rebound by Drew Holiday. Pelicans trail by 21. Inside. Ball dishes to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. He kicks it to George. Takes the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 12 in the game.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Stolen by Beverly. By himself. And then George with the jam.
Such a hounding defender. Beverly timing the steal and initiating the break.
And Holiday, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Shoots from the line. Again, Los Angeles.
You have to give it up for Kawhi right now. He is wearing out the defense.
Ball feeling it out a bit. The pass to Holiday. He dishes it to Williamson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
A moment here to look at the numbers for Beverly. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 8 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Now here's Favors. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Over George. Favors can't get it to go.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
No coverage that time. Leonard's got 21 in the game.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And here is Ball. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Ball finds Ingram. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The knowledge that Ingram possesses, well aware that the D is going to hack him in these situations.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. The first one falls. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The Clippers have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Ball against Beverly. George passes to Leonard. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. The Clippers in second.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Holiday, the pass to Ingram. Back to Holiday. The dish to Hayes. Over Harrell. The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got 6.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Los Angeles has gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Ingram. And the Clippers miss again. For New Orleans, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Holiday, the pass to Hayes. Nobody near Leonard. Off target from three-point range. Pelicans shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor comes in for Derek Favors. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. The Clippers also making some changes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac. Reggie Jackson comes in for Leonard. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Some changes for New Orleans. Etuan Moore comes in for Ingram. And it's Josh Hart in for Ball. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. Here's Harrell. He has 7 outside Jackson. Pass to George. Got a hand on it. And now the Pelicans on the break. Hart, that's good. Hart's got 6 points.
He has a score-first mindset. Each one plays with a lot of poise, and that buys him time to find the open man.
Clippers leading by 23. Here's George. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Redick against Jackson. Moore right side. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Okafor. Here's Hart. That 3 off the mark.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Outside, Redick. Lays it up off the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Williams. 11 points in the game. Floats it up there for Harrell. That shot off the mark.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Now George. He's got 14. There's the pass to Harrell. Outside Jackson. In the corner, it's Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Now here's Redick. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Okafor in the post. Harrell on him. And it goes down 2 points. Okafor's got his first 2 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Williams looking around. Pass to George. Over Moore. And it's George missing. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Pass to Hart. Now Okafor. Guarded by Jackson. From the left block. And it's Okafor getting it to go. Okafor's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops.
Clippers leading by 18. George passes to Harrell. And stolen by Redick. Moore up top, defended by George. No good from Moore. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Williams inside the line. He can't get that one, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Here's Hart, and that one is good. Hart's got 10 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Williams against Redick. Williams passes to Harrell. That one goes in. He's got 9.
What a great shot. This is why Harrell shoots over 60% for his career.
New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Now here's Redick. Passes it to Okafor. Outside, Redick for the 3. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped. And this is Alvin Gentry's 4th stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league. A decade coaching in college. Worked for and with so many legendary coaches. He's seen it all.
Pelicans trail by 18. Hayes the pass to Hart. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Hart's got 8 here in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
50 seconds left to play here in the third. George passes to Harrell. Dishes to Williams. Out to Morris. Wide open. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Williams has got his 5th assist in this one. New Orleans has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Redick against Jackson. Taken away by Williams. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Clippers lead by 20.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And Redick kicks to Moore. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Reggie Jackson out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Harrell. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's George in at the small forward.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And stolen by Williamson. To the middle, it's stolen by Morris. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Shamet the pass to George. Outside Jackson. With the NBA looking to improve officiating, Smitty, they'd like to revise the rule book to more closely match the way the game is played. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, we have to evolve. I think now the game has evolved to more three-point shots, so you got to look at also defense, hand checking, and now we're talking a lot about, you know, room for guys to land, whether it's a foul or not. So I think it will evolve, and it should be because the game is evolving.
New Orleans making some changes here. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor, and it's Lonzo Ball in for J.J. Redick. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Reggie Jackson. And that one misses. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's an 18-point lead, and it's in there.
You see the quickness of Beverley, blinding speed in the inside.
It's stolen by Morris. Here's Shamet. Again, the Clippers.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
It's such an advantage when you can get out and run and get a good look before the defense can set up.
And Ball being aggressive there with his penetration, seizing on any open space to get to the basket.
Clippers leading by 20. Beverley, the pass to Zubac. Kicks to Leonard. The pass to Shamet. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
Smitty, the NBA now permitting teams to sell international sponsorships. I mean, the league just continues to grow globally.
They have done a fantastic job. Teams can now enhance their visibility with this deal, and their internet makes this all possible when you get a chance to watch these teams all over the world.
Yeah, that's a good point. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And here is Zubac. Pass to Beverley. Puts it up from 15. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch and shoot game.
Ball with it. It's Williamson, top of the key. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. He kicks it to Ball. Offensive rebound. Favors. Here's Williamson. Good work defensively by Morris. Clippers leading by 23. Williams finds Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
He gets it in there.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Here's Beverley. Leonard on the wing. Shoots over Ingram. And it's Leonard missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Ball. Second shot opportunity. And stolen by Williams. Beverley deciding where to go with it. Pass to Leonard. The floater. No good that time. Great D that time from Favors. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 21 points for Zion Williamson.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
And Los Angeles guys shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Here's Beverley. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the Clippers call time here.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Los Angeles leading by 17. Here's Beverly. Passes it to Leonard. Ingram with the steal. And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. That free throw good from Williamson. Clippers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Out to the right wing. And there's the pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Holiday against Williams. Kicks to Harrell. Beverly for three. And no good that time. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Watch out when Favors gets loose around the rim. He can pound it.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. A 12-point game to stop the drought. Here's Zubac and the rejection by Favors. He lobs it up, and the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Clippers leading by 10. Now Beverly. Pass to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range. Leonard's got 18 points just in the second half.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest. LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Leonard. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And that's now 33 points for Kawhi Leonard.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
Now here's Williams. Right at the free throw line. Here's Zubac. That's tipped.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
Passes the ball. He kicks to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Clippers leading by 11. Outside Williams. Leonard against Ingram. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
No good on that one. Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. And he's good on the second.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5, but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15.
Now here's Ingram. And Hayes kicks the ball. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Leonard, a good look. But he gets it back. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first 3 of the game comes here in the second quarter.
Now here's Beverly. Ball's knocked loose. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. And players now, Steve, more able to dictate where they want to play. How has free agency changed since you came into the NBA?
I think the signing of shorter contracts, Kevin, guys with player options. And then I think also for a lot of players, they're not taking as much money, leaving money on the table because the endorsement deals off the court is making up for some of their money on the court.
And that one falls for Ingram. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Clippers leading by 7. Williams passes to Zubac. And the pass to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And yes, it's good. Leonard's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys.
Hayes, no good.
That's a good opportunity, but he needs to go up a little stronger, in my opinion.
Pass to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
I mean, a dunk machine dating back to high school. Montrezl Harrell is an absolute monster around the rim.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Favors. Shoots over Zubac. Favors can't get it to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Ingram against Leonard. Pass to Harrell. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Beverly wide open. Kept alive. Zubac no good. Pelicans trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
One thing about Holiday, he knows how to get defenders off balance. We'll see what he can do at the line.
Paul George, he's checked in for Lou Williams. All free throws good from Drew Holiday. Clippers leading by 9. Now here's Beverly. .156 left in the 4th. And he banks in the layup. Beverly's got 4 this quarter.
When he's not shooting threes, you'll find Patrick Beverly at the rim.
To the paint, stolen by Zubac. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And George with the stuff.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
So it's the Pelicans now. The Clippers getting the bucket. And the rejection by Harrell. Hayes trying to break free. And the Pelicans miss again. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 13-point lead. Outside, George floats it up there for Harrell. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Clippers.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Leonard.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout. One of the better defenders in the league, Drew Holiday embraces the challenge.
All 3 throws good from Drew Holiday.
And you know, Drew Holiday sometimes gets overlooked in the discussion of great point guards, but only because there's so much competition at that position.
Now, here is George, stolen by Holiday. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Beverly, following the score by New Orleans. Right side, Leonard. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And here's Beverly to the inside. Zubac's in the post. So the Clippers with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where is your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.